Hey everyone, my name is Ivan Adame and I'm part of Team 7 along with Lavina and Morgan, and I'll be presenting the progress on the AI-powered smart home product Stella Smart Stove. Our goal with this line of products was to bring something new to millennials who struggled day to day in the kitchen. Throughout the process, we focused on certain areas that we noticed were lacking to create more intuitive and stress-free cooking experiences at home. This product consisted of researching the area of interest itself, brand development, UX and UI design, and finally product development and prototyping. So let's start with what Stella actually is. Stella is a new approach to the kitchen that is meant to guide the user through three key phases in the kitchen, eliminating the guesswork and putting the user at ease throughout their experience. Through the past 15 weeks, we went through the creative process, including the research behind the concept itself, the brand development, user experience and interface designs, and prototyping. So let's first start with the research. Stella Smart Stove began with outside surveys of prospective users. This provided us with the foundation in knowing what the problem or problems were for most individuals, as well as what some of their preferences were. We then followed it up with our own user questionnaire. These helped even more with building a basis for the features of our own product and helped identify key points of interest that uh, related to the three phases, these three phases being the spark, cooking, and cleaning phases. So here you can see some of the results and what the actual questions were. Following the surveys, we dove into research on current smart home products that were already on the market. This was important in order to find areas that we could improve on in terms of features on the actual product. Some of these products we discovered were the June Smart Oven, the Anova line of precision cookers, and the Cooking Pal Julia, all putting two things on top: convenience and accessibility for the users. This is something that we kept in mind later. We then created three user personas that would be representative of our target audience. These three individuals had unique experiences and lived similar lives in that they were busy. So they also shared a lack of confidence in the kitchen, among other things. The list of their goals and frustrations with cooking were listed below as well. Following is our empathy maps, which reflected what users commonly said, felt, did, and thought when describing their experiences within the kitchen. And this takes us to the journey map, representative of how the user base would actually interact with our initial sketch of the app and individual interfaces themselves. It allowed us to gain understanding as to which areas might need more support than others to meet the needs of the people using Stella Smart Stove. For example, it highlights key frustrations, questions, and uncertainties that survey volunteers and their representative user personas brought forward. For example, am I doing this correctly? And this provided a possible solution as well. At the same time, this allowed for continued refinement of the app. For the Stovetop user interface specifically, it's essentially an extension of the main Stella Smart Stove app, which holds many of the main apps and features. The Stovetop UI is a simplified layout of that and focuses on accessibility and control through the Stovetop display when it comes to temperature and timer settings. You can see the simplified sitemap for the Stovetop display here. So we then move on to the branding and development of the design. The logo is comprised of a simple S, as well as the top view of a cooktop burner. The connection between these two extends the idea of connectivity from the product to the user, as well as from interface to interface. As we move down, the iconography features an intuitive but simple design that streamlines the experience and allows for quick recognition and use. Illustrations are included on the main app and backsplash display to enhance the experience and create a more inviting environment. again putting how the user feels at the forefront of the designs. As for the colors included, we have the primary soft red with yellow accents, as well as the black and various gray values. And then our type selection puts legibility above everything else and helps create a clean look for the product overall. So with Stella Smart Stove, we streamline the process of cooking, providing the user with different points of access to help simplify everything. The Stella Smart Stove app, the Stovetop UI, and Backsplash display work together to provide a connected cooking experience. And finally, here are some brief looks as to the four main areas that are featured on the Stovetop displays, simplified design. So first off, we have the onboarding process, which is simple with the help of the main app, allowing you to get into the kitchen quicker. We then have the stovetop controls, which simplify the process of cooking by allowing you to take control of temperature as well as the timer settings, or let Stella Smart Stove take over and apply the automatic settings. The live food video monitoring and photos allow you to monitor your food if you happen to step away for a quick second. And finally, there's the user profile page, which features all your personal information, keeps track of your health and diet, and allows you to stay up to date. This is Stella Smart Stove, and thank you.